Hola, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and every week I share homemaking inspiration videos so that you can make your home a more inviting environment for your family and your loved ones. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a super easy homemade bread recipe, perfect for beginners. So if you want to learn how to make that, stay tuned and I'll show you how. But first, if you like what you're watching in this video, I really hope you can consider hitting that red subscribe button. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video, shall we? Vámonos. All right, so here are the ingredients that we're going to need. We're going to start with 6 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar. The recipe calls for just white refined sugar. I've seen other recipes where people use honey, brown sugar, molasses, but this recipe, very important that you use white sugar. I have 3/4 of a cup of milk. This has to be lukewarm. Lukewarm means that it's not room temperature, but it's not boiling hot. The best description for you to know is if it's warm enough for you to bathe your baby in it, and if you can touch it and be comfortable with it, that's the right temperature. I have 4 tablespoons of butter that I have melted a little bit in the microwave just for it to mix better. Then I also have 2 full tablespoons of yeast, instant yeast. I have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 egg. So let's just go ahead and get started with the recipe. Okay, so I'm getting started with my KitchenAid bowl. I'm using my KitchenAid today. If you don't have a KitchenAid or a stand mixer, you can do this by hand. I'm going to take a little bit of elbow grease, but you can totally do it by hand. So we're going to start with the milk, the sugar, and the yeast. I'm going to mix this a little bit just to incorporate it with the milk, just like so. And then I'm gonna take a clean cloth and I'm gonna cover this up and we're going to let this rest for 15 minutes. Hey Siri, can you set a timer for 15 minutes?
Okay. The timer's now running for 15 minutes.
While that rests, I just wanted to tell you that this recipe belongs to my uncle. He has a channel in Spanish. He shares a lot of recipes. He's a professional chef, okay? So he knows exactly what he's doing. And so he gave me this recipe and he knows I'm putting it on my channel. So I wanted to give him a shout out. If you do speak Spanish, go to his channel and show him some love because he deserves it. And he works really hard in his channel as well. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let my yeast rest and we'll get back when that's ready. We're going to add to this all my butter here, my egg, my salt, and then I'm going to add the flour, but I'm not going to add it all at once. Let's start with 2 cups at a time, right? And so once we have that like that in there, we're going to place our dough attachment right here and we're going to start beating this on medium-low. And then the idea here is so that we can have a very soft and tender dough, but that is not sticking to the walls of the KitchenAid or our hands. So I'm gonna go and see as this blends and continue to add the rest of my flour. I'm probably going to go 2 cups at a time. That's my dough right there. So you can see it's just coming all in one piece, just like that. It have to play a little bit more with water. I did use lukewarm water because my dough was becoming too dry. Keep in mind that I live in a desert. If you live in a more humid place, then you're probably not gonna encounter that type of problem. So we're going to let this rest for 45 minutes covered, and when the 45 minutes pass, I'm gonna show you how this looks like. Oh my god, look how much that grew. My goodness. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to work with this gigantic piece of dough.
Hoy mis deudas reciben perdón. Pago por el show. Me siento feliz porque si no soy yo, pues quién. Todos caen a mi lado. El freno lo arranqué. Me siento feliz porque yo no no dudo mi power. Te burlaste de mí, se acabó. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan y Marte me espera mientras rodea. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe.
So here are the breads. Oh my god, they grew up so much, but I'm not gonna let them rest anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in the oven. That's funny what happened in there. I have it preheated at 350, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put them just like that. And this is going to be at a 350-degree oven, and we're going to let them there for around 30 minutes. This is the first time I make a bread in this oven, so I estimate it's going to be 30 minutes, but let's see how long I leave them there. I'll let you know once I'm done. And don't mind my dirty oven. I do have to clean it. Okay, you guys, I took them out of the oven, and as you can tell, I burned them a little bit. I don't know why that happened. That was 15 minutes from them being in the oven, without the oven even being preheated. And I let them sit in there for 10 minutes before I put them in the cooling rack for them to rest a little bit more. Well, it is the next day, so we're gonna go check on our bread, but I have to be honest, this morning I did slice a slice because I wanted to eat it for breakfast, and oh my god, you guys, it's so good. Even though it burned a little bit on the top, like I said, this is the first time I do bread in this oven in this new house. It's really, really delicious, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to slice it so that you can see it, how it looks like in the center. It's actually super, super tender, super, super soft. I'm gonna slice this right now the best that I can so that I can have all my bread sliced, and then I'm gonna put it in a baggie and just keep it like that. And there you have it, you guys. This is my homemade bread. I'm gonna hold a piece so that you can see. It is super, super tender. Super, super delicious. It really tastes like store-bought bread. I'm super happy with this recipe, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. If you don't want this to be so dark, maybe you want it more shiny, I would just give it an egg wash. I really hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Okay, you guys, that's going to be everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me in the comment section down below what it is your favorite type of bread. I'm really curious to read your answers, and I really hope I can see you in the next one. Bye.
Rayo del sol cambia el tiempo en el reloj. Hoy mis deudas reciben